world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight. When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite, count on me to make you come alive. You know where to find me tonight. You know where to find me tonight. Find me tonight.
Hello everyone, and welcome back for the continuation of our Halo streams. It's been about 2 or 3 months, I think, since we last since we had that 2-hour session of Halo. I've just fired it up now, just as well I fired it up a bit early because there was a big update that had to be downloaded. But when I went to resume the game, rather than it being at the end of the level, sort of where we were, because I think we were only about 5 or 10 minutes away from finishing the level, it hasn't saved that point, so we're going to have to repeat that level. But considering that we broke it, because the commander, or whatever he was, every time we spawned back in, to restart after he got killed straight away, which made us fail the mission, and we were in that continuous loop when we last played. Hello royalty, just in time. We'll fire this up, and it should start us back at the beginning of this level. So we'll start with the ground bit where we, where you've got to get up to the platform to get on top. Yeah. So we're just here. There. I've sort of reconfigured my Elite controller as well, just to take better advantage of the buttons underneath.
I recommend using
I better just put the desktop audio on as well.
While I call for Marine support.
Get ready to move in to support us, Sergeant. The Master Chief is going to covertly take out as many of the Covenant as he can. Don't open fire until you hear the enemy return fire on us. That should let us keep the element of surprise.
Oh, didn't get a chance to press the mute button on that one. I think we got him. So normally when I do that, I can reach over and I can press the mute button, but my hand was just too far away. Let's just get that one there. Nope. We'll wait for him to come round. There we go. That's what have all of you guys been up to today. I saw that he's joined the server earlier on. I have no idea why it crashed, but it crashed at the exact same time that I pulled the plug on my sat-nav, which was doing an update for when I have to go to Carlisle on Friday. It runs by having this really weird sort of network connection, so I'm assuming that when I unplugged it, it caused some sort of glitch across the entire network, which killed the server temporarily. The lag might have been caused by the updates to the sat-nav, because it just saps the entire connection, because it's 19 gigabytes worth of data roughly that has to download to be updated onto it. I'm just trying to slowly creep around these guys, because last time we went in all kind of guns blazing, didn't we? Let's try this for a couple of minutes to be stealth. I'm gonna try again tomorrow, Christy, because I know you said that you were planning on going for a beacon, weren't you? Come on, little guy. See, there's definitely one more on the radar. There we go. Yeah, definitely much better with the. I mean, the configuration that I'm using on the Elite controller was the setup I had for Halo 5. So I've got so the zoom is underneath. Well, that one there, I'm just tapping with the inside of my finger would be the reload if I needed to reload. Then I've got jump and crouch under there as well, so I don't have to take my fingers off the thumbsticks to press the buttons. This is definitely the best controller ever created for gaming. Load. Let's just take a few more of these out. Let them know we're here. Now, I hope the
Stop. Motion tracker shows movement around the next bend.
the game audio, I hope that's all right for you as well. There, I wasn't quite sure where we had it because it's been that long since we last played. Load. Oop, shields down. Oh, hello Zelda. We've just started. I say just started. We're a couple of missions into the game. Was it further up here? Oh no, it's the other section, isn't it, where you've got to have that, where there's like that narrow path, isn't there?
Detected up ahead. The path up on the left should let us sneak up around.
Thought I had another one there. That's it, all good with the exception of, I don't know what it's like for all of you guys, but it is phenomenally hot here again tonight.
Cortana to Fire Team Charlie. Move up on the left. You should be able to flank the enemy.
Let's see if we can get around. Reload. Oh, we've got him. Right. Let's advance on that one up there. Oh, still one up there. Maybe to get some of these guys and let the Marines take out that elite. No. We'll just move in closer. Oh, that's handy. Just clobber them.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
If I remember right, yeah, it's up here, isn't it? I think... Oh, has the game just crashed? No, just reloading. And then another one go. hopefully we won't have to respawn too far back. Good, it's just around the corner from where we were. There's one more left. There we go. Just keep running them around this block until the shields regenerate. Nope. Alright, we'll just try and do it properly then instead. We don't have much look at all here, are we? I agree, no work. It's all phone in sick today. Take that one out of there. In the minute with sort of my work, I'm pretty much now caught up now with everything until Friday. All the computers and the servers are all ready. I just need to ship them all the way down to Carlisle and install them in their office. But all the hard drive images are all done. Oh, let's try that again. The server's all been set up for all the network stuff. It's basically I just need to walk into their office with all the gear and plug it all in. Okay, I don't know what button it is to throw a grenade. Ah right, it's B to throw grenades. Yeah, well, we've got a big stack of computers, but I just set up one of them, take the hard drive out of all the units, and just close each of the drives. So I only have to set up one machine really, and then it's the like I said, well, the actual server itself, which took about a day just to configure everything. So that's the joy of 4 hours of driving. I really get back to that big cannon, otherwise we're going to end up keep recruiting this section, aren't we? Right, fall back, because we're too far forward. There we go. This might solve the problems. Nope. Not having much luck at all here tonight, are we? Last night we flew through these sections. Or last time rather. I'm putting it down to it's too hot. Yeah, this is not good at all, is it? Right, ignore them completely, fall back to the cannon. Well, this probably doesn't help. These guys were coming in from this side as well. I keep falling back. I think we've got ourselves in another loop like we had last time. Fall back to this cannon then. just going to have to sacrifice that marine. He keeps on getting in the way of our fire.
We're directly under the ship now. The Covenant use a gravity
There we go.
to move troops and supplies between the ship and the
So now we've got those two...
to ambush them at the gravity's loading zone.
Are they called hunters?
To enter the ship.
The two big guys that we've got to get, and there's, the weak point is the orange bit on the back. Sleeping on the job. Of course, they can't hear the massive sound from the cannons there. Now, there should be... There's not two gun emplacements on this level as well. Like in this part of the arena. There's one. Oop, ammo been caught. Whilst we're doing this bit, what's everybody's egg counts up to now? How close is Chrissy to the next business presentation? Especially now you've got my little marketing bundle, so you can sing along with it now. $3.5 now. We need to sit through and adjust the prices though as well, like for the redemptions, don't we?
Requesting reinforcements at our position. Roger, Cortana. Echo 419.
You're a madman, Chrissy.
Alert! Covenant dropships are inbound.
Let's hop in this. And just fire. Oh, you've only got 2k. What's I don't know. There's is it 2,500 for the chicken ones? Did you have a little rummage through it? I tried loads of different companies to try and get those like printed for me in bulk. It worked out just easier and more time effective just to cut them and and just stick them together myself. When I was binding that one though, the stapler went a bit funny. And there was nowhere as well that could, on the back page, have the little the cutout bit where I have the business card that slides up and down. There was nowhere that would had any sort of like mechanism to automate that in the machinery. Can't remember any more of these guys left now. Ah, there we go, checkpoint done. So now we must be waiting for... I hear they come. Right, I'll try and bombard them for a moment. But yeah, I knew that wasn't going to last. Right, recharge the shield and then try and figure out... Oh, there it is. It's up there. Excuse me. One down. Where's the other one? Oops, there he is. There we go. a little scoot around just in case there's any med kits, because I think we are 1 point of health down, maybe.
Cortana to Echo 419. We've reached the gravity lift and are ready for reinforcements.
Let's just have a little look off here, though.
Hold tight, gentlemen.
The view across the landscape on the
Once
ring.
we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural.
That's one thing that's I think is like people forget about in some games is just to have a look at some of the wider views. It was like when the first Mass Effect game came out, that was the game that sort of like made me look up to see what the like the level design and the detail that people had put into some of the landscape just by looking up at all the architecture that you would never normally look at. Here we go. So now we enter the one level in the game that I don't like.
We're in. Good luck on the captain's CNI transponder.
Now you get stealth ones in here, don't we?
Covenant defenses detected.
What? There's no covenant here. Think maybe nobody's home.
And which one of these doors is going to open?
Damn it!
Let's take him out. Got one. In this particular level, there's too many sort of like dead-ended corridors. Oop. I tend to sort of like, there's certain points in it where I just feel like I'm running around in circles because there's no like route to get out.
No covenant. You had to open your mouth.
Alright, just hold still. Ah. Now there was two stealthy ones, isn't there? Just slap him. Now, apart from using the Xbox Elite controller, I also have the control layout I have is the boxer layout. So, because I always like to get in close and save ammunition and slap these little guys. Oh, let's let my shields regen for a second. Might as well do a reload check whilst we're at it. Let's hang fire here till our shields regenerate. There we go. Yeah, I think we have another one of the big guys is coming out as well, isn't there, in this room? There we go. No bothers held that. Ooh, where's that down there? Is I can't remember if I asked earlier on, is the game audio coming through okay for everybody, or do you want it like raised or lowered, or? This must be the right way to go. The game audio is alright. I'll try and take a screenshot of this because it's on -23, which is quite low. I wasn't sure I'd put it too quietly, but I thought, with all the machine gun fire and explosions, it might be better to drop it a smidgen more. And plus, there's no way to turn the music off in the game. I see, this is another reason why I hate this level. You walk down one corridor, nothing happens. You got a red door here. I mean, what was the point of that huge corridor before? It all sounds like he's like shouting old woman, doesn't it there? Oh, we have 1 health. Well, that's how we normally play these sorts of games, isn't it? Oh, now is that the hangar bay that we're in? The hangar that we have to like navigate around about 200 times. Oop, get away from the needler. Try and take out the big one in the background, because the little grunts, they'll just fall apart. Right, reload. Switch weapons and reload. Slap in the face. Oh, there's no zap and slap in this one, is there? Royalty. Oh, there's Mr. Weevil online. On Xbox, but I don't think we've actually played a game together for about 10 years. We used to play Counter-Strike back in the early 2000s when it first came out. That was back in the day of the Jolt servers that used to, where you used to go to play Counter-Strike, which was part of Blue Yonder, which was part of Telewest, which later became Virgin Media. In one combination or another. Just see the bodies flying from that grenade there. Let's just quickly reload. And I think, Chrissy, I could be wrong, but I'm sure just before I started the stream, Ellen came online, so we don't have her name popping up tonight. We're doing well for 1 health here, aren't we? There we go, full health. Yeah, Chrissy, you missed that name popping up on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? Because it was like every time at the same time, wasn't it? In the Alien Isolation stream where she would come on. Because we were just saying, weren't we, on the last, was it the last part? I think. Where we said that, oh, I haven't seen her name pop up there, and then like on cue, as if she was watching the stream, her name popped up. Get those shields to regen. Was it this door we have to go through? Right. Okay, so my hands are ridiculously sweating in this heat. Ludicrously hot in here. Are you shooting a needle at me? Come here. Slap. Here we go. Come on, I've got one more round in here. Just step into my sights. It'll all be happy. Just have to give him a slap instead. Here we go.
Cortana to Echo 419, requesting reinforcements at our position. Whatever here, Cortana. I read you, but you're inside the Covenant ship. I'm not sure I can... Lock onto my signal and approach fast and low. There's a shuttle bay on the ship's starboard side. Roger, Cortana.
I think this is the bit with the big hunters again, isn't it? But this hangar bay is into two sections, isn't it? Hold still. Good boy. Oh, there we go, here's some cannon fodder. I'm going to give you a slap. Grenade. The girls have been good today. Well, you know, I've been sort of like worried a bit about bit gravy because she's been a bit under the weather, but I think we've figured out why. Because she's been doing a lot of like standing still, so it's like I pop her in front of a food dish at the morning at a table where she has her breakfast, and we get attacked from above as well. Take out this muppet. No, reload. Right, let's try that again. That's it, because I've been worried about it because she's not been quite herself. But this morning in one of our poops there was a worm in it. So she's gotten worms again, but I've got treatment for her for that I can put into our food. So I see the little red dots over here. Oh, it's just the big guys coming in now. But after she did that poop and this quite large worm came out, she's been full of energy today. After that, she actually ran across the garden to steal my sandwich when she saw that I was sitting down having my lunch at the table in the garden. Then tonight at bedtime, where are these big brutes coming from? Tonight there at bedtime, I had, they all came through the living room for a little bit, just to have a bit wander around. Speckle, well, you know Speckle, the Queen Grumpalot. She came up to us and she was like standing right in front of us, squawking, because every now and again Speckle will come up because and she'll say that she wants to cuddle rather than. Because she doesn't normally always get her cuddles, because quite often she asks for them. Hang on, I'll just take out these muppets. Ah, no. No. What was it? Hang on. Just stay down. But she was giving all of our squawks and what have you, and as soon as I picked her up, she gave these little happy chirps on me knee, and then she sat herself down for a cuddle. But Gravy, who was at the food dish, when she saw that Speckle was on my knee, she came running over to me seat, and she's like standing between my feet, squawking and squawking as if to say it's my turn for a cuddle. We have 3 health. There must be a medkit lying around here somewhere. Slap. Slap. Excuse me. There we go. Slap that one. Oh, here they are. And we have 3 health, which is traditional. There's one down. To get behind them and slap them seems to be far more effective than actually using firearms on these guys. There we go. Right, let's move around in the corners and see if we can find a medkit somewhere.
Got it. The door is open. Everyone should move through now. I can't guarantee that it won't lock again when it closes.
Oh, we could have had a supercharged overshield. Oh well. Slap. Slap. Let them kill him. Idiots. Must be some more stealthy ones coming up soon. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, have one of those, mate. Any more shimmery bits? Twofer. Nope, no medkits. Well, who needs health anyway? This definitely sounds like it's an old woman. There we go. I think we have to go all the way up to the 3rd floor in this level, don't we? Wait for it. See all the bodies.
I'm going after him. I'll find the bastard. No sign of him. For me, huh? Oh, that burns. You are dead.
He probably is.
Can do. Nice shot.
Ooh, what's that? We just got an achievement. Collect 1,000 medals. Hope everyone's had a chance to check out my free videos today. They're only about a minute long, if that. But it covers the 3 of the 4 new Xbox achievements for the Bedrock version of Minecraft. Yeah, it's one thing in that the outro is longer than the actual videos, the actual content in the videos. Oh, what the hell? But we're supposed to play with 1 health. Yeah, I noticed that it had 8 likes, but yet when you're on like the studio dashboard, it says there's only 5. The YouTube is completely messed up for how it reports its information. But normally the achievement videos I do when they go out there, they usually do really well, but I don't think these ones have done quite as well. I was pleased I was back up to me 100% though. It was surprisingly easy to get the netherite. The way they were going on, I thought it was going to be like super difficult and rare, but just go straight down to level like 11, 12 and mine for a minute and you can get tons of it. Is this that control room bit? Yeah, this is the control room bit. I think there's like 2 stealth guards or something in there. I haven't. That was my like first experience with 1.16, and that was just like in the Bedrock one. I haven't tried any of the snapshots or anything like that for Java. I never do. I just wait until it comes in properly. Uh-oh. Okay. So yeah, I had a look around some of the tell you something about those new biomes. The basalt biome. I love that sort of ash effect that's in the air. I'd love to build something in that kind of biome. I never normally bother with the nether. It's just a case of, you hop in there for glowstone, you hop in there for quartz, and that's about it really. If I'm desperate for a lava bucket maybe as well. I've seen the Blue Forest, but oh, what happened there? Ooh, that's not good. What is we got? Took him out though. Technically, I haven't seen the red one. Is that one the Crimson Forest? There was only when I got the achievement for the final, like visiting all 5 of the biomes. I didn't get to actually see it because it was only 6 blocks at the bottom of like a massive section of like solid. I think it's only the little ones in here now. Yeah, it was just like 6 blocks, so I stood on them, and then the achievement unlocked because that was the last biome that I needed. But I didn't have a proper look at the Piglin place either, because they've got like their own sort of fortresses now, haven't they? Yeah, it's I said that the atmospheric changes. Yeah, royalty when you walk into the. Let's just get this guy. When you walk between them and it changes. But I think, like I said, the favourite of them for me was the sort of ash effect on that basalt biome. I think it's if you're not wearing, sorry, if you're wearing armor as well, the gold armor, they don't like aggro on you, do they? Right, so I'm going through here. All right, it was just because we hadn't killed that bloke. That's maybe why that waypoint wasn't triggering. We won't be updating to this version because there's bound to be absolutely tons of bugs in it. So it'll be a little bit before we update, and when I do that, I'll be like resetting the Nether. So you know, I'll just like clear all the region files out, but I will pre-render them though, so that when we actually do go into it, that it's you know, there's no lag or anything like that. I'll pre-render them all, so that, or at least within reasonable range. Must be this way. This is why I hate this level. Anyone else? Oh, there we go. I didn't think it was going to open there.
Coming here with reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Marines, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move.
Okay, yes, sir.
While the Covenant had us locked up in here, I overheard the guards talking about this ringworld. They call it Halo.
One moment, sir. Accessing the Covenant BattleNet. According to the data in their networks, the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe that Halo is some kind of weapon, one with vast, unimaginable power.
Yeah, that is true. The Covenant kept saying that Whoever controls Halo controls the fate of the universe.
Now I see. I have intercepted a number of messages about a Covenant search team scouting for a control room. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a cruiser that I damaged during the battle above the ring. But they must be looking for Halo's control room.
That's bad news. If Halo is a weapon, and the Covenant gain control of it, they'll use it against us and wipe out the entire human race. Chief, Cortana, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the Covenant to Halo's control room. Marines, let's move!
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Chief, you have the point.
Now this is the bit where it all went screwy last time, because this is like where we were up to.
Head back to the shuttle bay and call for evac.
But yeah, it's just like like you say, a labyrinth where every corridor is the same. And thinking of labyrinth, there's a labyrinth picture in the sneak preview of the Tales from the Coop for the next time it's redeemed. Ooh. Yeah, that went horribly wrong, didn't
No!
it?
Without the captain, the Covenant have all...
Hey, look! A Mach 5!
You got me. Is he just on a one-hit kill?
No!
This is ridiculous.
The Covenant have
I knew there was one on board!
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Alright, mate, I'm right behind you! Keep it up! There it is! I see him!
Where? You see, every time I show you those pictures, the mumble moustaches move further and further away. Oh, we have to conserve ammo for this this rifle. You stay back because you're on like a one-hit kill.
Yeah, we showed them! Alright!
Oh, hang on, is this back where we started? I'm going to release these shields here, hopefully. Might be a medkit in one of these if we're really lucky. Ah, there we go. So you're not even saving for another scarf royalty. Right, let's see if we can't walk around in endless circles again.
That was mine! You stole my kill!
Have you tried it on any royalty?
You like that? Watch it!
So I hope I hope that was not like the right one that you meant from the picture. We used to have like before Christmas, we had absolutely tons of them because my mum she gave away a load of them, and then another load she like sold to like some of the people where she works. But we had all sorts of different colours, and those are just like the ones that were left over, the greens and the brownie type ones. Oh, hang on, I can see a stealth thingy. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, you just stand right there in the firing line, you muppet.
on the double.
Yeah, we're perfectly in the end.
Cortana, I've been engaged by Covenant air patrols, and I'm having a tough time shaking them. You'll be better off finding your own ride. Sorry.
Acknowledged, Foehammer. Cortana out.
Air support is cut off, Captain. We need to hold here until she can move in.
Oh man, trapped in here.
Now this is where we got caught in the endless loop last time.
Stow the belly aching, soldier. Remember, you're a leatherneck. Cortana, if you
Because of this muppet keeps on walking into bullets.
I can fly us out of here.
Yes, Captain. There's a Covenant dropship still docked.
Here we go. Reload. There we go, checkpoint done. Move forward before it goes horrifically wrong again. Slap. And then a slap. There we go.
That's it. The dropship is loose.
Everybody, mount up. Let's get on board.
I knew that bit that we were stuck on last time was literally seconds away from
Give me a minute to interface with the ship's
finishing the
controls.
level.
No need. I'll take this bird out myself.
Captain, hunters!
Hang on.
Nice one, sir.
Time for a little payback.
Silent cartographer. Got another achievement.
The Covenant believe that what they call the silent cartographer is somewhere under this island. The cartographer is a
Another
mapper
achievement.
who will lead us
Oh,
to
there
Halo's
one, apparently.
control center. The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
What was that last one?
LZ, it's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out quick. Touchdown, hit it, Marines!
Pause for a second, I want to see what that achievement was. 1,000 Groots. Oh, hang on, we're going to go to the unlocked one. I'll complete it with still some ammo left in the sniper rifle. Time. Give him a slap. Push them back. The joys of repeat textures.
Affirmative, Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog. Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Foehammer. You know our motto. We deliver.
fire, wait for some cannon fodder to join us.
Okay, let's move out. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
You gonna open fire?
Try that on! Nice shot! Come and take your medicine! Get up!
These guys are like the stormtroopers in Star Wars. They just kind of hit a thing, can they? Especially when you've got a cannon like that.
I found him! Roger that.
Go on. Or do I have to get out of the car and do it myself?
Cover fire!
Right, let's take out the next bunch. Park up.
Nice! Nice! Move down! You like that? Keep it up, bro. Keep it up!
There we go. Up the hill. Right, let's floor it through here and see how many we're dealing with.
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Try that on! Nice shot! Get up so I can kill you again!
Yeah, it's always the same, isn't it?
It looks like
With
there's
the
a path.
without their ammo and what have you, they always conveniently miss as well, don't they? Or the bullet just clips the hero of the film, doesn't it? Because actually, I haven't put it on the Discord yet, but I've made like a picture. It's got the Star Wars stormtroopers and the gold like Jafar soldiers. Because the caption is which one's the worst shot. Because the Jaffa don't seem to hit anything either. Right, where's the bit with the little bit that scoots around the back? There we go, if you could just keep on firing into there, mate. Oh, grenade. Move it, move it, move it. Turn the cannon. Like, if these idiots can cover me. Right, that's the last of our ammunition.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
I remember when I used to play this on the Xbox, I used to like spend like 10 minutes getting the Warthog all the way down here.
Don't let them lock the doors. underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them.
Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center.
I don't remember this bit.
To the center before the Covenant. And failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside. LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving. Good luck, people. Keys out.
We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Do the med kit as well. But there's some passageway somewhere that maybe it's here. Yeah, it must be this Covenant here. Because it's a pain, but you can get the Warthog up here as well.
Take that! Nice shot! More over here! This is the best you can do! Nailed him! Keep it up, bro.
Come on. I know you want to fire.
Knock it down! How'd that feel? Way to go! Keep it up! That'll teach you.
Now, should we go on foot or should we try and squeeze the Warthog over the gap? They might have fixed it in this edition. We'll give it a quick attempt to see if we can jiggle it up.
Whoa! I'm hit!
Come on. Oh. Well, that didn't go well.
All of them. Yeah!
Yeah, we'll just park these guys here. For what use they are. Oh, I'm just thinking as well, just for you saying films as well. Did your Alien box set arrive yet? Oh, I'm out of ammunition. That's why nothing's happening.
They won't mess with us again. All right.
Oh, to get oh, hang on, let's just give him a slap. I think you can get like the whole set, like the including the Prometheus films or something like that on iTunes. It's probably like a tenner or something. Surprised they're not on Netflix, to be honest. Right, fall back. We have no ammunition. What guns can we swipe? There's something lying around here we can nick. Oh, this one has that charge up, doesn't it? Here we go. But like I said the other day, that I mean, for completeness' sake, so you can say you've seen them, watch 3 and 4, and then just forget what you've witnessed. And I think we have to face a couple more brutes. Yep, big splodgers on the radar. And we stealth them. Nope. There we go. Just take out this muppet. That was ridiculously easy. And an achievement.
Entropy. It has now been 3,000 years since my last contact with any of the other caretakers of the Halo array. Despite clear communications protocol, my fellow monitors have either chosen to ignore, or, more likely, have lost the ability to engage in our scheduled updates. The continued lapse of the domain means that we are stuck with achingly slow wormhole superluminal communications. Prior to this total communication shutdown, the only messages I received in the preceding 4,573 years were incomplete and quite perplexing transmissions from Installation 05. I suspected that Monitor 2401 Penitent Tangent was not functioning correctly for some time before his messages ceased. I have logged my concerns about his ability to perform his duties. At this point, however, I'm not sure who I file logs for. 2401 may be destined for madness. There are fail-safes for this, I know. I hope they work. I will continue to visit the projection systems at the assigned dates. Perhaps the other monitors are dealing with interfering galactic phenomena or unexpected system failures. 3,000 years of system failures. Indeed. In the meantime, I have exhausted all scheduled research activities assigned by the Council. Once those experiments were complete, I shut down all Sentinel function and put myself into a state of significant hibernation to measure performance of the installation with negligible upkeep. After 150 years with no noticeable impact upon installation systems or integrity, even in hibernation I became bored. This was quite troubling, as I was led to believe I was not capable of such a state. This was one of the gifts I was promised, an end to strife. I am aware of the dangers of a system such as myself losing operational focus. Quite troubling. I wonder if my fellow monitors are experiencing similar states, or if this is because of my particular path to this installation. For amusement, I have begun a series of experiments involving the evacuation of all matter from contained sections of my installation. By measuring the geologic effects of exposure to the vacuum of space and the eventual biological recovery of these sections, I anticipate getting valuable insight into emergency response scenarios in case of
Sentient proximity warning.
go. So we've got another cutscene there. But just going back to the chapter I missed there. Pardon me. The first Alien vs Predator movie is good. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Amazon or not. The second one, I really wouldn't even entertain it. It's like something like to say you've watched it for the second Alien vs Predator film. It's virtually you think of it just like it's like completely like pitch black. Most of the film, because the film was that bad that, you know, they didn't even bother to show it because it's like everywhere you go is like pitch black at night. You can't see what's going on, which meant they didn't actually have to do anything. But it is an absolutely dreadful film, the second one. The first Predators film is really good. The second one, not so good. Right, is that the shields regen there? The Predators film, it's not really startling. And apparently they've done another one, but I've never seen that final one of the Predator ones. But reviews weren't favourable of it, but I'm waiting for it to come on Netflix. Give him a slap there. Right, so which way are we going now? Maybe it's up here. Oh, that's where we came, wasn't it? Did you not have to... It's not something that like lifted this up on this big hinge here. Must be a button or something we missed. We'll press that one. I'm sure. That's for the cinematic, wasn't it? Yeah, skip that, because we'll just watch that one. That's the way we came in. Might as well grab the shield boost. Alright, let's continue on down here then and see what we've got. Does this open? Looks like a weird door. Have a slap. Might as well save a bit of ammo. Oh. Give that one a slap as well. And this looks like somewhere where you'd have an ambush. Yes, it is. Let's do our hunter dance. Where did he go? There we go. Another one down.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system. Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
He's got the mandibles like the Predator does. See what I mean about looking up in games? Seeing what they've built. this little panel for?
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude!
Understood. We're on our way.
And there's another one. Any more shimmery light things? Hop up here now.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them. Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
That probably wasn't a good idea. But I'll have that. Which way? I think it was back this way, wasn't it? For where we left those other guys. Just a little bit further. Yeah, this was it, wasn't it? Where I had to go down to that little chamber. Yeah. Try to see if we can run them over. We can. That saves a lot of fun, you know. Just towards, but see, just hold still. Oh. Right, let's just get out. Get the rocket launcher. Right, can we get into that little sidey bit that we saw? Although, to be honest, do we actually even need to face them? How much ammo have we got? We've got 7 rounds for it. Did we get the other guy? No, we didn't. Let's do the hunter dance with him, save the ammunition. Oh, we're stuck on the terrain. There we go. Now there's one of those big guys that's down here as well, but we'll see if he likes this. So was there anything in the other direction before we continue down there? Or is this just an observation point? Just an observation point. You stealth it? Nope. There we go. Alright, that just gets back down there. Right, which way we're going to go now? Oop. Oh well, he was going to die one way or the other. Oh, is that another hunter? Certainly feels like one. Is it just him? Oh, I've got one of those little jackal things as well. Get rid of the jackal. Then we can go and dance with the hunters. There are two of them or something in here. Ah, there is. Yeah, if we could just stun him with the zap and slap. That's as close as we can get to, I think, the zap. Yeah, plasma grenades. Right, let's give our shields a second to regen. And we'll try and draw that one hunter out. Rather than getting the crossfire from both of them. Here we go. The little hunter dance. There we go. I said they're not supposed to be that easy to take down. Right, which way next? Oop, I almost walked straight off the edge there.
Foehammer to ground teams. You've got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
This is like the units that are going to be
Too fast. Negative.
attacking us as we leave the place.
Cartographer. We'll keep them busy as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine.
We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
This is like another labyrinth down here, isn't it? See the red dot on the radar there for a brief moment. Dead end. When does the flood get released? There's a door over here, maybe this is it. Slap. I can't remember like what order the levels go in. You know, there's like a huge level where you're like in the snow. Oh well, I can use that rocket launcher even though I didn't mean to. There's another terminal that looks like something that you should press. There's the old woman thing again. Hello and welcome there over on YouTube. I didn't catch the name there before before it disappeared off the corner of the screen there, but welcome. We're this is our like second part of playing through Halo. We're going to eventually be going through like all of the Halos, but we haven't actually picked this up for about 3 months because we were playing some other games.
That holo panel should activate
Here we go,
the map.
cutscene.
Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation.
Cortana to Captain Keys.
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Phone hammer out.
There you go. So now we're gonna have to go back up everywhere that we've just walked and refight everybody again. And I think that once we get to the top, I think that concludes the level, which was where we will leave it for today once we get back up out of this hole. I can figure out which way is the first bit to go. I have to say one thing, I am enjoying playing this a lot more than what I was enjoying playing Bioshock. As much as I love Bioshock when it came out, it was getting really, really frustrating the last like 3 sessions that we were playing it there. The volume of broken levels just made it completely unplayable. Stuck on the terrain. Run away. What's that royalty? We're not going to make it up here without dying at least twice, aren't we? Hit them. Yeah, well that was like the whole reason I started like streaming again, because I hadn't streamed since like 2014 or something like that. But I wanted to play like all my old games and what have you again, because there's loads of them that I enjoyed, and I thought I would drag all you lot along with us. Kicking and streaming, looking at all the old games. Give him a slap. And if we can watch a dozen business presentations along the way, so be it. Stay down. Oh, regen the shields. Here we go. Probably missing out quite a few of the enemies as we're getting higher up here. Let's just target it. That's right, forced into the fan club. Right, let's regen these shields a moment there. Medkits, we'll have a bit of that. Just stop moving. Run away quickly. Oh, what's that there? I've missed their, do you make the cat sit and watch the streams with you when you just sat there? Yeah, I suppose it's I suppose like well, I told you about like barbecue. One of my chickens that she used to oh, we're mistagging them. Hang on. Sit down. What was that? You know, like the barbecue who used to watch the telly and what have you. But when casserole is set on my shoulders, if I'm playing on my phone, she sort of like puts her head forward because she's watching whatever I'm playing on my phone, like little daft games and stuff. Or if I'm watching a YouTube video, you can see she's craning her head forward to see what I'm doing on the screen. Right, now let's see, can we tag this guy? Oh, hang on. My television's about to go into standby mode. I've got to press a button. There we go. Because when we're playing Xbox games, I'm sitting at like a 90-degree sort of angle to the microphone, because the television screen's like off to my right from my screen. So I can I sort of like see when he's chatting, it's sort of like the side of my vision sort of flickers, so I can jump over and read it.
Roger, on my way.
There we go. Anyone else? Oh, what's going on here? You gotta press X to actually get in.
Bowhammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked up.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Bowhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
knew that big thing opened up, I just couldn't remember when. Assault on the control room. This must be the snowy level. Was that the I would have been your daddy on the thing there?
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Bowhammer out.
There we go. So that's the start of the next level, and that's where we'll leave it for next Wednesday for our first-person shooter nights on Wednesday. Let's just see if we can clear some of these low. No, we're dead. But yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. The start of the next level, especially since the resume thing restarts a level anyway. So it means that when we do end these ones, oh there we go, we're getting achievements as well. Always good. What's my actual gamer score up to? Let's just have a little look at my profile there. View profile. 118,000. Let's see, where do you get to the other page? Is it here? See all my achievements. Yeah, got my 100% back on Minecraft though. It's the most important one. But yeah, we'll call it a night there on this one. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. And since we haven't pressed it for a couple of days, we'll press this button as well, shall we? For the crazy business presentation redeemers. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, hang on, actually, we'll see if there's anyone to raid so that you can get your bonus points. See, start raid. Anyone online? Just Angry Joe. So this is assuming that you still get those points, so that they haven't nerfed that as well, have they, for doing a raid? You might not get the 250. You probably get like 10 or something. But we'll hop into that, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.